We are now joined by number three ranked UFC welterweight Leon Edwards, and we'll take the first set of questions from Gabriel Gonzalez with Side Press.
Hey Leon, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Leon, so to talk about the last, year and everything going on, I wonder just when you had all those bad breaks, what was the kind of things that helped you to just move on and be happy day to day? Because obviously we can all imagine your frustration.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of ups and downs over the last year or so, and um, I think what kept me motivated and kept me in the gym was my long-term goal, right, to be a world champion, and that's what kept me going to the gym every day and staying focused and knowing that one day, eventually, I'm going to fight again. So, let's use this time to grow my skill set. Let's use this time to refocus myself, and that's what kept me motivated.
Being from the UK, we did hear recently about the passing of the referee Neil Hall. I was just wondering if you'd had any experiences running into him on the UK MMA scene.
Yeah, I've seen him around. I don't think he's ref none of my fights, but RIP and condolences to him and his family and his two friends.
This might be a bit of an odd question, but in your opinion, is there a guy right now who is the quote face of UK MMA?
Um, I think me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that's doing it. I'm the guy that's active. That's on an eighth win streak. It's going into my ninth fight. So I believe that that's me. And after Saturday night, I'll prove that once again.
Obviously, around the world, the way fans react to different people is always different. I wonder at home, do you get, are you getting more attention? Like, is this a big card with both you, Darren Stewart, and everything back home in the UK?
Yeah, for sure. Especially in my hometown, Birmingham. A lot of people support me. A lot of people look up to me, and this is one of my main reasons as well to compete and to do well Saturday night.
My final question, your hand gets raised with the victory on Saturday. What will you be most proud of in what it took to get there?
Just my resilience, um, my ability to stay focused under pressure, and that's it. Really, just being proud of myself and how far I've came, and um, that's it. Really, just being proud of myself, everything I've achieved over the years, and being focused, or staying focused under adversity.
Leon, it's great to see you back. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll take our next questions from Sumik Dara with Sportskeeda.
Leon, welcome back and hope you're doing well.
Good, thank you.
So it's been a while, it's been a long time coming, but here you are, your first fight week in almost 2 years. Could you describe what the feeling is to finally get into that fight week zone as you prepare for your return to the octagon?
Um, it feels good. It's been a year and a half. This is my last fight, and it feels good. This is what I've envisioned. Since the last time I fought, 2019. When I arrived in fight week, it felt like home. It felt normal because this is what I envisioned all through camp, all over the last year and a half, and I'm looking forward to going out there and showing my new skill set, showing my new mental state, and performing to the best of my abilities.
So, speaking of that last fight against RDA, a lot has changed in the sport, but with everything that's going around the world, that night there were 10,000 people in San Antonio for a main event fight, but here you are set to compete behind closed doors for the first time. Do you feel the absence of a crowd might be a factor for your return this weekend?
I think it might be better for me. I've been preparing in an empty gym for a long time. You know, what I mean, we don't play music in our gym, so it's just a quiet zone, and all the people are there is me, my training partner, and my coaches, and I've been doing that now for the last year. So I think it would be better to focus, to be able to hear your corner more clearly. Um, as you know, I'm like a student of the game. I adapt easily. So for me to be able to hear my corner, it's going to be vital, and it's going to be good for that.
And now that you're finally back, what are your expectations from the rest of the welterweight division? You know, you got the number four ranked Jorge Masvidal, who hasn't fought since last July, and then there's Colby Covington, who refused to fight you. Moving forward, what do you expect from these guys, and how do you expect things to play out?
Um, after I go out and beat Belal Muhammad, God's willing, I'll look towards the title shot. I think all these other guys, they don't want to compete. It seems like only guys who want to fight is me or probably Usman. Probably everyone else is making excuses, um, and waiting out and demanding stuff that they don't deserve. You know what I mean? This is a division built on divas. They all think they should get anything they ask for, and that's not how it works. That's why I got respect for Bilal for stepping up. His fighters fight, you know, and this is what the UFC was built on. So, um, it is what it is. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on Bilal. This weekend, this is my title fight. I'm taking him 100% serious and focus on Bilal. After that, I will look at the rest of the division.
And last question before I let you go. The last defeat was in 2015 against the current champion. With the win this weekend, do you feel that the title fight should be next in line for you as you hope to avenge that loss against Kamaru Usman?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. That's 9 in a row. After this weekend, um, that's the third most in the promotion history on the win streak. So I feel like I rebuilt my course against Usman. And I deserve it. I've worked hard for it. I had no handouts, so I believe I deserve it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Leon, and I look forward to your return this weekend.
Thank you.
We'll take our next set of questions from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Hey, Leon, kind of following up on that question, I'm sure you saw yesterday, Dana White said, quote unquote, 100%, you're next in line for a title shot with a big win this weekend. I know nothing is guaranteed in this sport until you have a contract and signed and delivered, but does it make you feel good, at least some part of you, knowing that, Dana is acknowledging that ahead of the fight?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. To hear them, Dana speak of me in good light like that it means a lot. But I am focused 100% on Belal Muhammad. I'm treating this weekend as my title fight. It's been a lot. I had a long time off. I haven't fought for over a year, and I'm focused on Belal. So after this Saturday, I'll look towards that and talk to the UFC, talk to Dana White, and we'll go from there.
You obviously leaning into this, you kind of, I won't say got into a war of words with Hamzat. There was a lot of chatter about his him being a prospect and all the things, and obviously you kind of fired back on that. I know you had some personal issues with Colby Covington and George Masvidal. There's no secret there, but this time you're fighting a guy in Belal Muhammad who's, he's saying he wants to beat you, but you got to expect that. But do you prefer the kind of personal battles versus this one where there's none of that, or does it matter to you?
It just not really matter to me much. Also, Masvidal will be a total different story. That's different. But all our fights, they're all similar. They're all similar stylistically. They're all similar. I approach them all the same. So not really. I am taking him serious. I know he's a tough, durable opponent. He's beat some good guys, and I'm looking forward to going out there and competing. I expect him to come and try to win. Right? He's not coming just to make numbers up. I'm coming in there to put him away, so it's gonna be an entertaining fight.
I'm curious, again, I don't want to look past this fight in any way, shape, or form, but in terms of the title shot, we don't know, maybe it is going to be just you and Kamaru Usman next, and that would be it. But obviously, I know there's been the chatter about him fighting Masvidal later this year. Assuming everything goes well on Saturday and you win, because you just came out this really long layoff, and a lot of it was not, a lot of it was out of your control. Would you be willing to wait for a title shot, or you just got to wait and see like how long that wait would be?
Yeah, exactly. I think I have to see how long the wait will be. I don't think I'll look to wait again for another year and a half. So um, after this Saturday, I will talk to the UFC and we'll go from there. But I'm not looking to wait for another year or a half. So we'll see.
Yeah, if that ends up being the layoff, I mean, obviously there are other interesting matchups for you in the division, correct? I know, like I said, yeah. I'm sure you would love to get the Masvidal fight or maybe the Covington fight as well.
Yeah, 100%. Them fights are big fights. Masvidal especially, and Covington he's there as well. So these are big fights that's in the division for me, and this is why none of these guys in the division are taking this kind of risk. I'm the only one that's offering to fight guys outside the top 5. Everyone else is sitting on the number and demanding that they want stuff, and I'm the one that's offered to fight Hamza. I'm the one that's offered to fight Belal, and so I'm the only guy that's taking this kind of risk, and it will pay off.
Last one. To that point, we have heard a lot of complaints from some of the guys ranked outside the top 5 in different divisions, whether it's welterweight, lightweight, whatever, that a lot of the top guys don't want to fight them. They never get those opportunities, and everyone, as you said, is kind of hanging on to their ranking. Obviously, you've earned it. 8 wins in a row. You deserved your ranking. You've earned your ranking. But do you feel like more guys should be willing? I mean, in a sport where, you know, you're paid to fight, that guys should be willing to fight, you know, not necessarily whoever, but at least, you know, somewhat, you know, not, you know, if you're not going to get the number 3 guy, maybe you get the number 4 guy or whatever, because you do hear that a lot. Guys say, well, I only want to fight a guy ranked above me.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise you end up fighting nobody, right? If you keep waiting for that. I think the sport was built on fighters fighting. Now, like I said, everyone's divas and all in the social media era that they just want to talk shit on social media, keep their name buzzing in the media, and they don't have to fight, you know. And I'm the old school. I'm offering all these guys to fight. I'm number 3, but I'm fighting number 13 now, you know. And if I believe, I believe I'm number 1 in the world. It doesn't matter who's number 2 or number 3 or who comes next. I truly believe that I'm the best in the world, and I'll prove that fight and fight again.
Thank you, Leon.
Thank you.
We'll take our next set of questions from Santiago Jar with 85.
Leon, greetings from Amsterdam. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Not a lot of people want to fight you, Leon, let alone fight you on short notice. Were you surprised that Belal took the fight on short notice, and do you think it's a smart move on his part?
I wasn't surprised. It's just fought a month ago, so he's in shape, you know, and it's his first main event, so it's a big opportunity for him to step up and fight a guy like me. So I wasn't surprised really, and I think the short camp for him, he probably bad. He's just for orthodox and southpaw, and I'm a totally different fighter from the last guy he fought, and I've been preparing for his style for the last since about 6 months. So I'm looking forward to it and can't wait.
Who is going to be in your corner, Leon? Did you bring Jai, Akon, or Fabian with you to Vegas?
Nah, Joy Akon and Fabian's at home. I brought Tom Breeze, I brought my coach, my wrestling coach, my kickboxing coach, and my boxing coach. So I got all my coaches that I work with day in, day out in my corner.
The last one from me, Leon. It's been 10 years since the UFC visited Birmingham to host an event. Is the plan, Leon, to win the belt as soon as possible and then do a big title defense in front of your own people?
Yeah, for sure. That'd be amazing, you know, to have them come back to Birmingham. That's my first ever UFC event when I went to watch Vaughan Lee was fighting on the card, and that gave me the motivation to stay in the gym and to work towards this goal, and to now be headlining my 3rd main event in the UFC. It's amazing, you know. So that'd be good to go back and give another kid opportunity to see me headline and to give them the motivation to want to do and want to achieve what I achieved.
Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on Fight Night, Leon.
Thank you, brother.
We'll take our next set of questions from Nikita Gorshinin with Sport Express.
Leon, big pleasure to talk to you.
Hey, how are you?
Leon, you have 2 8-second knockouts in your career, one in UFC, one in amateurs, which is crazy. Even Francis Ngannou doesn't have under 10 seconds knockout. Can you explain this magic besides 8 seconds knockout? You saw openings, so how would you explain this? Because
You're the first reporter that stated my facts. Like I said, I had 2 8 seconds knockouts in my career. I don't know what it is. I threw the punch, got knocked out quick. It weren't really a plan. I didn't work my whole camp to knock him out in 8 seconds, but I think when I'm sharp and switched on, I can put any of these guys away. So that's it, really. As long as I'm sharp, I might try to go for another 8 seconds knockout again on the weekend.
Leon, you prefer straight long punches. What about swinging punches? They don't fit you very good. You don't like them?
I like them. They're good punches, but I am long range southpaw, so I can do it all. I can fight inside elbows as well. I can use my hooks, my uppercuts. So it depends on the opponent and the style of the fight, what punches you choose to use. I got a lot of tools in my tool bag that I could use, and it depends on the opponent, what technique I choose to bring to the fight, and what I choose to use.
Leon, after Gilbert Burns' fight, everybody now talk that your guy, your opponent, Kamaru Usman, developed the best jab in MMA. Do you agree? And do you surprise how he developed his jab?
He's improved his striking a lot. I don't think it's the best jab in MMA, but he's definitely improved his striking a lot. He got good jabs. He's slow jabs, but they look effective. So fair play to him.
Leon, you one of the best fighters in UFC on ability to land elbow while breaking clinch. How do you feel that moment when on breaking clinch to land elbow, and why your elbow generated so much power?
It's like an inside fighting that I've trained with my coaches. A lot of guys at MMA, they don't really use much inside fighting. If they do, they're throwing like knees and stuff like that. But I have mastered the art of using my elbows in the clinch, and I can use it many different ways. My elbows, my knees, and just working inside the clinch. But once again, that grappling exchanges, making them work and making them pay for entering in that zone, and that's what I've mastered over the years.
Leon, do you have your favorite elbow knockout in MMA, the one that inspires you, always in your mind? You know.
No, not really. Not in MMA. I don't think I ain't not knowing that with it yet. I've dropped people with it and cut people with it, but I'm trying to get like a clean KO with it, you know. So hopefully Saturday night can land like a nice one and get the KO.
What about distance elbow? Do you like them, or you think they're too risky, or you prefer close distance elbow?
Yeah, I think distant elbows in MMA is risky. It depends. You can set them up, but it depends on the opponent and how he reacts to your feints or your combination to set up the elbow. You know, so it's a risky stuff, but elbows are better used in the clinch and when you're tied up with somebody.
Leon, one question about Khamzat Chimaev. He's now sick. He now doesn't feel good. Maybe you have some warm words for him, wishing him recovery. Maybe some words.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, fighting is fighting, but your health is the most important. And I know he's ill, so I wish him well. I wish him full recovery. I know he's a young man. He's got family and stuff, so I wish him well. And hopefully, one day we can meet down the line when he's recovered. But I'm looking towards a title shot after this fight, and yeah, that's it.
Leon, about Khabib, there was one moment when everybody talks about that Khabib could be very good in welterweight. How do you think would he be able to dominate in welterweight like he did in lightweight, or become, I don't know, maybe top 3? How would you?
Yeah, 100%. It will definitely be in the top 5. He's good. I've trained with Khabib before, and he's a solid grappler, strong. He's big as well. You know what I mean? He's not like a small lightweight. He's big enough for the weight, you know what I mean? So 100%.
Leon, two last from me. I cannot ask you about Masvidal situation. How do you think personally this phrase that becomes legendary, 3-piece and a soda? Do you personally think it's funny line? It's good humor. How do you think?
Here's what it is. I don't really pay much attention to it. Yeah, here's what it is. I don't know.
And the last one for me, I never seen a welterweight in my life with such small, slim waist like you. Can you explain this unique physique, and maybe when you go to mirror and looking at you and say, man, I have freaking small waist?
I don't know if it's genetics. Small waist, a big back. I should be a fucking model, to be fair.
Leon, thank you very much. Best luck. We respect you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for you today, Leon. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.